start again. It's a rich thing.
Alright guys, welcome back. Day 2, part 2. We filled up the 125 last night. We scaped it. We put the sand in, put the pebbles in. We took the driftwood from the Stingray tank out of there, put it in here, cleaned it off real good. Put the fake plants in there just to give it that pop. And went and got this light today. And today I'm going to show you guys how to go ahead and, well, some people got old filters, some old canister filters. So I got an older canister filter, Eheim. 2217 is the product. So I'm going to go ahead and prep that, get that ready. I've already got some, I got some media in there. I got some filter floss in there. And I put some lava rock in there just for filtration. And then I got a Eheim. I got this big girl right here to go ahead and heat it up and make sure that the temperature is on point. Like I said, I always run my tanks around 78 to 82 degrees. So this tank, we'll probably run that tank about 80 degrees, just because that's how I like to run my tanks. Everybody has their own preference for temperature, but I like to keep mine around 80. So some people, I know, they have this filter, or maybe they got rid of the filter because it wasn't priming itself. And I'm gonna just give you guys a little insight on that, how to get it going if it doesn't prime itself. So stick around, you don't want to miss this. All right, guys. So we got our canister here. I'm gonna go ahead and just put this stuff back in here so you guys can see exactly what I did. So this piece, this ring, it goes in right side up. So you want to put that in first. And then I put my filter floss in. I got this lava rock. Put this lava rock in there. I don't think I'm going to have enough room for all 3 pieces. So I'll just put those 2 pieces in there. I'll just put 2 nice chunks in there. Okay, and then next, I got 2 1-pound bags of media. I'm going to just put that in there right on top of that lava rock. I'm no expert, so this is just my method of doing it. Then I'm going to put the filter floss in. I'm going to put some carbon in. I got this giant bag of carbon. I'm going to put that in next. I'm going to set that on top. Alright. And then it comes with a second ring. Just want to put that in right or upside down. Okay. The motor will sit on top of that. We'll put that in. We'll see if we can get the motor on there, get it closed up, and see if we got enough room on there for that. So I might have to replace that ring. I got an extra one. I might have to replace that. So let's go ahead and close this up. Like I said, this is an older canister, so all right, it's looking good. It's looking good. Let's go ahead and the spray bar comes with it too. Actually, I don't know if I'm gonna use the spray bar or not. I might just use this return. It's got a nice little return. I've already actually had it hooked up, tested it, and everything. Made sure it was holding water, the seal and stuff. So, but yeah, that return is nice, and it's actually pretty strong current that comes out of there. So we might hook the spray bar up just so I can give you guys a little feel about how it flows and how much power it actually has. But we got all that in, and then yeah, we'll go ahead and set this thing up. All right, guys. So we got this thing hooked up. Let's go ahead and get it up under the tank and go ahead and turn it on, get it running. Another thing is these two valves right here. That's the open and close valve. So you want to go ahead and open up both of those before you set it under the tank, and just to make sure it's open. So once we get it up on the tank, basically all we're going to do is just take this hose off right here, take the return off, and then once the intake, once you get the intake inside the water, then you just want to take the outtake and you just want to suck through the hose. So that way it'll get all the air out and then it'll start filling the canister up. But I'll show you guys that. Also, these valves right here, they should be open too. I got them closed, but we'll go ahead and open those up. I had a little bit of water in there, so let's get those valves open. And let's go ahead and get this thing up, get it on there, and get it running. This thing is rated up for 160 gallons, I do believe. So this should be plenty for this tank. As long as you guys don't care about gallons per hour, then the canisters should do pretty good. I'll show you guys the African cichlid tank after this. I put a canister on there, and I rescaped that tank too. But let's get this Eheim on there and get it hooked up.
the game. It's a rich thing.
Okay, so we got the intake in now. We got it running down here from the canister up the back over here and then into the tank. Then next we'll go ahead and hook up the outtake and I'll show you guys how to start it up. Alright guys, so before we even hook the outtake up, this is the hose for the outtake. So what you want to do is go ahead and just suck on the hose. Excuse my language. But yeah, you want to go ahead and suck on the hose so you can get water from the intake siphoned in through the you want to get that siphoned in so it'll fill up the canister. So let's go ahead and do that now. Parental advisory is needed. All right, so it's going now. It's siphoning. You can feel all the air getting pushed out the canister, out the hose. So once it fills up, yeah, okay. My bad, guys. I didn't have the valves closed for the outtake. So make sure you got the valve closed for the outtake, man, because you don't want you don't want water to come shooting out of there like that. Obviously, I mean, uh, yeah. So make sure you got the outtake, the valves closed. Okay. So go ahead and get this water out the line. Like I said, we in the basement, so I ain't worried about spilling water. But make sure you guys got the outtake valves closed because as you can see, it was ready to go ahead and start up. So we'll get this outtake set on top of the tank up here, and then we'll go ahead and plug it in and play. Alright guys, so we got the outtake and we got our spray bar here. Not sure if you guys, yeah, you should be able to see that. It's got a bunch of little holes in it just for it to spray out. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this hooked up and I'll get back with you. So sometimes the hoses, they get a little stiff, so I just take a lighter and I heat it up. Some people put it in warm water. It's your preference to how you want to do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and heat this tube up, and then I'll get it over the outtake, and then I'll get back to you. All right, so we got the outtake in there. Actually, it comes with like some. It comes with the little sticky things you can put on the bar to stick it to the glass, but the ones I got, they're worn out. So I'm gonna buy some new ones from Eheim for that. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and plug this thing in. But that's the outtake, and then the intake is over here on this side. Just to give you guys a look at that. So that's the intake. Outtakes over here. We're gonna go ahead, plug this girl in, and see if she starts up. I'm not sure if you guys can see that or not, but that's just a little look at how it's set up down there. So those valves right there. Uh, let's see. This valve, focus. This valve, and then there's a valve right there that I have to open up. So I closed them because earlier, as you guys seen, the water spit out of there. So I had to go ahead and close that up. So I'm going to go ahead and open those up. And then I'll show you guys when I get it up and running. Excuse the egg crates. I don't have a lid for this tank. I had to order them because they're hard to find for these one brace 125s. But it is up and running now. The spray bar is over here. Let's see if I can get you guys a look at that. So it is moving water, as you guys can see. And then I'll go ahead and grab those suction cups for that. It is blowing out a little bit of air bubbles. I'm not sure if you guys can see that or not, but once all that air clears out of the canister, then it'll go ahead and be pristine. You won't see any bubbles or any micro bubbles or anything like that. So this is how the tank is looking. Excuse that light over there. I had to have that light for recording purposes. But yeah, it's looking good, and I couldn't be happier with it, actually. Let's go ahead and turn this light off. Let's go ahead and turn that light off so I can give you guys the full feeling of it. It is looking good, even without fish in it. It's looking real good. So overall, let me know what you guys think, man. Let me know what you guys think about this scape. I mean, it ain't the greatest, of course. Nothing will ever be the greatest, but for me, it's gonna work for what I got going on, or the plans that I have for this tank. So yeah, overall, man, I'm glad you guys could join me on this and see how to the process of just putting the sand in. Then we started with the driftwood, and we put the sand in, then we put the pebbles on top of around the driftwood. Then we went ahead and put the plants in. Uh, if you didn't catch that video, check out my last video so you can see the whole setup process for the 125. And then in this video, we got the filter on. I told you guys in the other video I was gonna put the air stones on there. I got 2 air stones on there already running just to get the water circulating. And then now we got the filter on there, and we'll go ahead and hook up this Eheim. So I guess I can show you guys the process of that. Which I mean, it's just hooking up a heater. It's nothing special, but I mean, since you guys are here, I might as well take you along the journey with me. Eheim is like my go-to for tank heaters. For some reason, I just haven't been able to get away from them. They never disappoint me, so that's why I just go with what I know. I go with what works for me. It might not work for everybody, so everybody does have their own preference. Some people like the glass heaters. Some people like unbreakable heaters. Some people don't run heaters. It just depends on what temperature you want and how you want to control the temperature in your tank. So I don't know about you guys, but we don't deal with directions. We just we plug and play, and then if I guess if things don't work out, then we have to go back to our instructions. I'm gonna go ahead and get this Eheim in there, and then I'll get back with you guys. All right, so we got the Eheim on there. We got to give it, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes just to let it go ahead and get to the correct temperature of the tank. It's already set for 79 degrees. We'll adjust that if needed. It's a pretty powerful heater. It's 300 watts. So got the air stones running. Tank is looking pristine. And we'll have to go ahead and put some prime in there after this and get it ready to go. Yeah, we'll have to put the prime in, get it ready to go. I didn't put any dechlorinator in there just for the simple fact there was no filtration on there. So you never want to put the chlorinator in there without having filtration on it or having fish in, because it actually grows its own bacteria once it's in the water. So man, I just want to thank you guys for watching, and hopefully this was educational to somebody out there that hasn't experienced this yet, or hasn't set their tank up, or was wondering how to set up a 125, or they needed an idea for setting up a 125. That filter was a plus to the video. I wasn't going to do it. I was going to wait to do that in another video, but I went ahead and did it in this video just so I could spend some extra quality time with my people. You know what I'm saying? So, man, thank y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and take you guys over here to the African cichlid tank and show you guys how that's looking. I put a Fluval 404 on that tank. I was having a few issues with that one. It wasn't sealing right. So I went ahead and took the ring off, and I put some Vaseline around the ring just to give it that tight seal. So, yeah, let me take you guys over here and show you guys that. All right, guys. So look at that. Just a beauty. Look at that. I went ahead, I rescaped it. If you didn't see the skate before, I had a video before, and then I had another video on Boss Aquatics channel when he came over here and did a rescue on the Oscar, and we moved that 125 over there. And yeah, this tank was looking different then, but I went ahead and rescaped it just so I can get something going in the middle of the tank, and then give these guys the swimming room they need, a few hiding places, but not too many for them to get too aggressive. And just look at that. Look at that male. He is just gorgeous. Giant Grammys in there. I can't, I don't know. I can't even find the words for the giant Grammy. He is just massive. And then if you haven't got a close look at the Starry Night, that's the Starry Night. He is beautiful. I also got this little tiger pike in there. I mean, he hasn't really gotten much size on him, but I mean, he's beautiful too. So that's just a shot of those guys. Then we got this guy right here and there. Sorry about that glare. It's kind of hard not to get a glare when you got 20 tanks in one room. So the Starry Night is beautiful. But we got some extra plans for the Starry Night, the giant Grammy, uh, maybe the pike also in the future. So, all right, guys, that's my time. I just want to say again, thank you guys. I appreciate you for coming through, checking me out, man, liking, subscribing, commenting. I read every comment. I know everybody out there that's really watching the videos, man. I appreciate everybody. I appreciate all the subs. But don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share this video, hit your notification bell, give it that thumbs up. And until next time, remember, always feed the fish. Holla.